Welcome to Infinite Mind Potential, where we unlock the ancient secrets of history to solve the complex problems of our modern lives. You wake up tired, you work tired, and you go to bed exhausted. Yet you have not moved any heavy stones today. This exhaustion is not physical. It is a deep spiritual drain that leaves you feeling heavy, even when doing absolutely nothing. To understand this modern plague, we must look back to the legendary sword saint Miyamoto Musashi, who mastered the art of energy. Musashi was not just a warrior. He was a philosopher who understood that true strength comes from the conservation of vital spirit. He taught that we are not tired because we do too much, but because we do not know how to channel energy. We suffer from what can be called energy leaks, where our vital force escapes through the cracks of a fragmented mind. You can sleep for 12 hours, but if the vessel of your mind is cracked, you will still wake up feeling drained. Musashi engaged in 60 duels to the death, yet he never panicked, because panic is the fastest way to drain your power. The first lesson is understanding that mental fragmentation is the enemy. You are doing one thing, but your mind is somewhere else. When you work while fearing the result, you are spending double the energy for a single action. This is the primary leak. Imagine running a race while constantly looking behind you. You run slower, but you get tired much faster than the person ahead. Musashi teaches us to bring the mind and body into the same place. When you cut, just cut. When you walk, walk. If you are washing the dishes, do not think about the tea you will drink later. Be completely present with the water. This singular focus seals the cracks in your spirit. The energy that was leaking through anxiety is now available for your life. When you stop splitting your attention, you will find that the task itself is rarely what makes you tired. It is the resistance. The second great principle from Musashi is simple yet devastatingly difficult. Do nothing which is of no use to your life's purpose. Life is like a sculpture. To create a masterpiece, you do not add more clay. You must chip away the unessential parts. In our modern world, the useless has become our default state. We scroll, we compare, and we consume information we do not need. Every moment you spend comparing your life to a stranger online is a sword swing that hits nothing but empty air. Musashi would ask, does this action sharpen your blade? Does it make you stronger, wiser, or better? If not, discard it immediately. We carry heavy backpacks of useless commitments and digital noise. Dropping this weight is the fastest way to regain your lost energy. You're not tired because the path is steep. You are tired because you are carrying rocks that you do not need. Look at your daily routine with the eyes of a strategist. Ruthlessly eliminate the actions that do not serve your core mission. When you stop doing what is useless, you suddenly find you have abundant energy for what is truly useful and meaningful. The master warrior does not swing his sword 1,000 times. He swings it once, perfectly, and the battle is finished. This brings us to the third concept, the open palm. Many of us are exhausted because we are holding on too tight. We try to control the opinions of others, the outcome of projects, and the future itself. This grip consumes immense mental fuel. Musashi fought with a grip that was neither too tight nor too loose. He held his sword like he held his mind. If you grip the sword of life too tightly, your muscles become rigid. You cannot react, you cannot flow, and you will break. Think of how much energy you lose getting angry at things you cannot change. This is the tight grip of the ego. The open palm mindset means accepting that you can only control your own actions, never the results or the world around you. Musashi did not fear death or defeat. By accepting the worst possible outcome, he was free to fight with his full potential. When you detach from the outcome, the anxiety disappears. You are no longer working for the applause, you are working for the craft. This detachment saves massive amounts of energy. You are no longer fighting the river of life. You are learning to float. The rigid tree breaks in the storm, but the bamboo bends and survives. Be the bamboo, flexible in your mind and spirit. Practice the open palm today. When you feel stress rising, physically open your hands and tell yourself, I let go of control. Finally, we reach the concept of alignment. Exhaustion often comes from living a life that contradicts your true nature and values. When your actions do not match your values, you create internal friction. It is like driving a car with the handbrake on. You might be successful on the outside, but if your soul is screaming no, you will be perpetually tired and drained. Musashi was a warrior, but he also painted and wrote. He understood that all his arts were expressions of the same truth. When you align your life with your nature, effort becomes natural. The struggle disappears, and you enter a state of flow. Think of a time you did something you loved. You worked for hours, yet you felt more energized afterwards, not less. That is the power of alignment. Fatigue is often just a message from your body telling you that you are lost. To fix this, you must be honest. Ask yourself, does this job, this relationship, this habit align with who I am? Musashi taught the way of walking alone. Sometimes, alignment means walking a path that no one else understands but you. Do not be afraid to change direction. It is better to walk slowly on the right path than to run on the wrong one. When you align, the friction stops. The energy leaks are sealed. You become a vessel of infinite power and potential. So, to cure your exhaustion, remember these 4 pillars from the legendary sword saint. They are the keys to your freedom. First, stop the fragmentation. Do one thing at a time. Be fully present in the action, not the anxiety of the result. Second, do nothing which is of no use. Ruthlessly cut out the habits and comparisons that drain your spirit without reward. Third, adopt the open palm. Let go of the need to control the uncontrollable. Accept reality as it is, then act. Fourth, seek alignment. Ensure your daily actions reflect your inner values. Stop swimming upstream against your own soul. Imagine waking up tomorrow not with dread, but with a quiet, steady reserve of power that lasts all day long. This is not a fantasy. It is a discipline. It is the way of the warrior applied to the battle of modern life. Start small. Pick one leak to plug today. Put down the phone. Wash the dishes with presence. Let go of one worry. As you practice these principles, your energy will return. The fog will lift, and your mind will become sharp as a blade. You possess infinite potential, but you must first stop the leaks that are draining your power into the void. The wisdom of the past is the technology of the future. Musashi conquered his enemies. You must conquer your own mind. Take a moment now to reflect. Which of these 4 areas is your biggest energy leak? Identify it and name it. Awareness is the first step. Once you see the leak, you have already begun the process of healing and strengthening. Reclaim your energy. Reclaim your time. Reclaim your life. The path of the warrior is open to anyone brave enough to walk it. You do not need a sword to be a samurai. You only need a mind that is focused, efficient, detached, and aligned. Thank you for taking this time to invest in yourself. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Spend it wisely. If this video helped clarify your mind, please like and share it with someone who is feeling the weight of exhaustion. Join our community of thinkers and warriors. Together, we can learn to navigate the chaos of the modern world with grace. We have many more lessons from history's greatest minds coming soon. Do not miss the chance to upgrade your mental operating system. Let us be the lighthouse in the storm. Keep your mind open, keep your spirit strong, and never stop seeking your truth. Thank you for watching Infinite Mind Potential. Subscribe now to master your mind, Align your spirit and find true